Okay. I think we're good now. We should be better. Is it actually a Bonchan stream if there isn't any technical difficulties? Like, let's be so for real. Let's be so for real right now. Yeah, I think it's better. I don't know. Sometimes the game just crashes. Sometimes the game just crashes. So this should work now. I'm giving it like a second or two to load up. Yeah. I always forget that you need to like allow the JP program to just warm up, for lack of better words, because it just uses a lot more resources, at least on my end. You know, I'm using a PC that's almost like 10 years old, so that's also almost time for an upgrade. Okay. I think this is a lot better now. So, yes. What do you mean sign in? God, there's just issues here, issues there. Always an issue. Always an issue. This is gonna be a problem later on. I feel like it's just a mixture of the heat as well as just like resources or something. I think the game is... We do better when it's a bit later in the day. Okay, I think it's showing a bit more clearer now. Come on, PC, you got this. Yeah, I'll shut off some programs I have in the background, like Discord. I don't think anyone's gonna be messaging me on Discord. Yeah, surprisingly, Discord takes a lot of resources. I'm still uneducated on the fact and why it does that, but it takes a lot of resources. So it used to be one of those programs I would immediately turn off when I used to stream way back in the day. Now this is just the normal JP thing. And I think the game crashed again. No, it didn't. It's still there. Sorta. Maybe. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. I don't see Mayano moving that much, so I'm assuming it might be doing another funny crash. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe you have to optimize Discord. Perhaps. Perhaps. Okay. I need to do a lot of optimization. But as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted when our game just decided to crash. We hear you, at least for now. Yeah, you have to always remember the stream itself is going to be delayed by a good 10-15 seconds. So we'll do some pulls tomorrow on global for sure. However, I want to see how much we get on the free pulls. So I think we get 4 free pulls on the new banner. There's no sound. Huh. Alright. Give it a second or two. Because it says that there's sound on my end, at the very least. But let's see here. I hear the sound. Okay. See, I can't tell if I'm being trolled or not here. Okay, there, it's on. The background is on, and the master is on. Alright, here we go. So yeah, as I was saying the other night, because I had people in the chat saying like, oh, those stats, they look amazing. What do you mean that's not good? What do you mean that's like average or slightly above average? Well, you're going to see what I mean by that. The Cheval Grand that we made last night was, at least points-wise, the best we've made so far. We probably would have been able to get some more wit. I think the stamina is okay, only because her ult is a recovery. There's also a inherited recovery that we have for Mayano, and then we have 2 golds. So we'll find out right now. If we do absolutely terrible, then I'll go ahead and make another Stay Gold. I see that I could probably make a better one, but yeah, our most consistent, and that's not really saying much, has been Mad Hatting Cafe. She's been doing her best, but this was I believe this is our original cafe, or I probably switched to the new one. I don't remember. I probably should have checked before I started, but that was just the issue. The issue was that we have lower wit than most of the Umas, and then lower power. So I figured that Cafe, you know, since she has a recovery in her kit, you know, we could probably get away with not going too much with the stamina. But the other issue is that if she rushes, then she's done. So we'll see. We'll see. The only main person I'm worried about is this right here. This Narita Topwood. She's basically the Christmas Oguri, but like 10 times stronger. And there we go. Stay Gold's already rushed. So luckily it was in the beginning of the race. So we're gonna have time to get an ult. We're not gonna watch the whole thing because it's like almost 2 minutes, so I'll fast forward it a bit until like before the final corner. But we got a Cafe ult. Like, look at all these guys, look at all these skills just going off. Look at all these skills just going off on the right side. That's your future. That's your future. Okay, I need a Cheval needs to be like top 3. Cheval needs to be top 3 in order to use Mayano's ult. So we're getting to that final corner. This is basically where all the moves are going to be made right now. This Majuro Bright is pretty high up. I'm kind of scared of her. And then at least our Cafe's backing us up. Stay Gold, our Stay Gold is completely in the back, but that's not her fault. She rushed. Okay, so Cafe and our Cheval Grand are making their move. The only one we got to worry about is Narita Top Road. If she has angling and scheming, then it's pretty much over. So I'm seeing if I can see that hit go off, but yeah, no, she's too far up. She's way too far up now at this point. So she's too far up by now. She's too far up. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna catch her. I'm just gonna skip it. Yeah, we already lost position right there. But yep, there we go. So that's what you gotta worry about. I would have pulled on her, but we didn't get lucky on our other pulls. So we got totally podiums. This is what I meant by the stats. This is probably people that are building for worst case scenarios. So they're close to max stamina. They have a good amount of power, so I'm surprised they were able to hit that. Let's see. They probably another thing too that I learned is that people aren't just inheriting speed like they normally do. So when I do the next CM, I'm probably gonna start mixing up my sparks. So yeah, people are bringing power, wit, and the like. So it's kind of interesting. That's probably how they were able to hit all these other things. But there you go. It is what it is. As you can see, the PAL card is not even MLB. You know, you can somewhat cope with that in JP. But other cards, you obviously need LB. So the strat was to bring 3 speed cards. We learned that on the, what is it, the first day, second round. So, you know, if you have the right sparks and such, you're pretty much good to go. Ajiro Bright's ult is also a recovery. So there it is. Like that's what I'm talking about when it comes to JPCM. It's very different compared to global. I'm still trying to learn the mechanics. I'm still trying to learn, you know, what clicks to hit, you know, to make better Umas and stuff like that. But it's a bit harder. Yeah, no, that's what I was telling you guys. Yeah, when you guys were watching last night, you guys were like, "Oh my god, what are you talking about? What do you mean that US3 Cheval is mid? You know, what do you mean that's barely like average?" I'm like, "Yeah, it is." We're going against like even this UA7 Ofevre can probably do some damage if they hit the right skills at the right time. But yes, we have been getting a mixed bag of. Wait, hold on. Did I just see something? Oh, my bad. I misclicked. Did I replace my? Hold on. Oh my gosh. I thought I saw something. I could have just looked at it instead of just clicking it. Okay, never mind. I thought for whatever reason, I thought I saw US and then nothing by the name. I would have been a little upset right there. Okay, I'm so done with JP. Yeah, no, that's what I'm telling you guys. It's a totally different game. Like, you're able to hit like decent stats, but you like similar to Grand Live, a lot of people just glue the run immediately. You know, if they're not getting the right stats after the first year, like they don't even give a chance for the second inspiration, because at that point it really doesn't do anything. You're just adding on to this or to that as basically a bonus. So that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. My only issue is like my Stay Gold and my Cafe, they don't move up, even though they have a lot of not alts. They have a lot of wit and stuff like that. They have trouble moving up, so either they're failing their wit checks, or they're just blocked. I'm not really sure because I can't really see what's going on in the back. The camera loves to just focus on like this midsection right here, like 1 through 4th basically. I don't see what's going on normally. Like, the numbers are kind of lying to you. So, but yeah, I just wanted to show you guys just what I'm dealing with in JP. And I'm not even saying I'm competitive. I would say, like, if I'm being an honest rank of myself, in JP, I'm like a C plus. You know, like global, if I'm being totally honest, I'm like a B plus. I'm not an A, I'm not an A plus, not even an S. Like, even I get some stuff wrong. So, okay, so right now our Cafe is in a really good position. She might take it from Creek, and then our Stay Gold is also just really behind. Oh, but we have Narita Bryan just running it down. But hopefully our late surgery can beat them out with the late surgery bonus. Here comes the other Cafe. Look at her go. She's on a mission. I think she's a little too far away though. I'm gonna swing far right, probably right here. No, actually. No, I don't swing to the right as hard. This other Cafe is pretty close. I think that's the only one that's going to give us any trouble right here. Maybe that Cafe. Come on, Cafe. This Bryan is still fighting. Bryan overtook us, of course. I don't even know what she activated. Well, there you go, guys. Even when we have a win that's close to being secured, you know, Bryan is just, she just does Bryan things. I have no idea. Oh, maybe that's what they activated? I'm not sure. Yeah. I have a lot more wit than they do, and a lot more power, and I'm a late surger too, so, yeah, it is what it is. Again, it's kind of hard to gauge it. It's kind of hard to gauge when the stats are so freaking high and there's like 30-40 skills going off, you know? It's not like global. It's like, oh, you didn't hit SM? Yeah, that's probably why you lost. Oh, you didn't hit Your recovery, yeah, that's probably why you lost. Oh, you didn't, hit 900 wit, yeah, that's probably why you lost, so. Yeah, I'm really relaxed right now because we're already in Group A, and whatever happens in the finals happens in the finals. I'm not really like excited about what is it, tomorrow. I think finals are tomorrow, or it could be the next day. I think today might be the last day, but we've been doing a bit better. Banchan, your RNG needs to be its own category of the S tier. Yeah. And it's not S in a nice way. No, it happens. It's I would say stats do matter a lot, of course. But there's always that last moment you can see like your Uma just trip on the finish line. They just trip on the finish line and they just lose, like how that Brian overtook a late surger. Like that in global that rarely happens, obviously. But yeah, see how my Cafe, she's probably whiffing all her wit checks, that's why she's falling back. Okay, she gained back some momentum. We're still behind the pace chasers. This Kura Bukador is not doing so hot. It's gonna be nope, we're also failing more wit checks. Yeah, we're too far behind now. I think we're gonna be a little too far behind. Cafe's the only one that could probably do it, but she's gonna swing to the right now, like really hard when she overtakes right here. Maybe. Let's see. Nah, too far. At least the Brian was inside, so we're not overtaking. Yeah, it's too late for the Cafe. Way too late. Yeah, you should have done that like 50 meters ago. These Chrono Genesises are hit or miss, because like they're decent for the long, but blue clothes. Wow, I've never seen that alt be inherited. And they have incest in there. Okay, yeah, that's hilarious. So yeah, that's what I was referring to. They had two gold recoveries. Okay, so they focused again. Like they're focusing on wit and stamina, but then I lost to a person that focused more on stamina and speed. So it's kind of hard to gauge like what works and what doesn't. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm not entirely sure where, like, they could, at least I didn't get podiumed. But yeah, we made it to Group A, so like I said, I'm not even like mad. I'm more upset that we're not getting resources. Like that does suck. That does suck that we're not getting resources. That's the only thing that matters. I don't even care about the win rate. I just want to get those carrots. But yeah, we're getting slapped around right now. Okay, I'm just gonna skip the race. I see a US4 Ofrevre. Yeah, I'm gonna just skip. Yeah, they're all. Yeah. Oh wow, they didn't even win. It was by a half a length, mind you. But let's see what this US7 is. So they hit almost max stamina, almost max wit, max speed, turf S, not even long S. So yeah, she just wins. They did it with one. They only did it with one wit card. Did they go wit sparks here? Speed, 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 speed. Okay. Well, like I said, I can't figure it out yet. I can't figure it out yet. Let's see if we hit a goose egg here. But yeah, it's RNG for the. I would say to a certain point, it's just RNG. US9. Yeah, we're just gonna skip this. I'm not even gonna bother. Yep. I see US9. Wow, a distance, mind you. Yeah, nobody Nobody even kept up. So they did two. What was it? They did two fronts just to deny angling, and I don't. Did you have angling? Yes. So yeah, I don't even know. This is insane. Almost max stamina, almost max wit. They're almost at. This is literally like a few points away from max power. So how do they do this? Not even MLB Tazuna, mind you. So the power sparks, wit, speed. It's power, power, power. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. I've experimented similar to that. I can't do that. And I have the same cards, mind you. I have the same cards. So yeah, that's rough. That's our first 0-win ticket. But it seems like a tradition at this point to do that. We have our. What's crazy is that we have our cafe that we made afterwards with like input from other people. So I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, so we have this cafe that we made with input from other people. They said that this one was better because of the wit, but I mean, I feel like we could have won a few races if we had more power. Again, I'm not entirely sure. We've used the same stay gold. We've been flipping both of them out. This one has like almost max stamina and a decent amount of wit, but it's just, yeah, we're getting smacked. So look at how she's 2-30, mind you. 2-30. Similar to their IRL record. So this was the old one we were doing, and they were doing a little bit better. At least they were on the board. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with, guys. That's what we're dealing with. That's why I'm probably gonna have to remake. I have to probably remake our cafe for sure, because the other one, it has less wit but more power. This one has a lot more wit, less power, and a bit more stamina. I mean, it's not really gonna make a difference. Let me see these real quick. I think the skills might be a bit better. I think this one was a fast learner, if I remember correctly. This one wasn't. This one was not a fast learner. But we did hit the double recovery, unlike this one. This one doesn't have double gold recovery. I think it only has the one. Oh no, we have two. Okay, we'll put in our other one in. Maybe that's just how it is. Maybe we just gotta. I'm not really. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm still trying to figure it out. It reminded me of the Bitcoin era while people were becoming millionaires. I don't understand what was happening. Well, it was just they made an investment and they won. That's pretty much what it was. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. It's just an investment. Like, if I had the perfect team, I would be running an end closer. I would definitely run rulership or Orfevre. But right now, like, so rulership is basically just scripted to lose like 3 of her races, it seems like. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's okay, it's fine, it's just 3 races. But like, each of those races gives you skills and a bunch of stats, you know, because again, she's not supposed to win them. So if I lose one, I just end the career. Like, I did her career just to see how it was. And again, she's meant to lose the Japan Cup. She's meant to lose the Arima. She's meant to lose the Japanese Derby, right? You know, she's meant to lose all those races. But again, it's like, come on. Like, stat wise, I'm like out stamping and out, you know, speeding most of the Umas, but because Aishin Flash is supposed to be scripted to win the Japanese Derby, she has like 6 gold skills. Like, her stats aren't even that good. They're like in the 700 to 800 range. But it's because she has like 6 gold skills that's just like, you know, it's over. And look at our cafe. Our cafe is completely out of the race, by the way. Like, they are basically an end closer. So it's going to be between Stay Gold and Cheval Grand right now. And I don't think our Stay Gold's going to do anything. I don't know who this is right here, but they're running it. Oh, it's the other cafe, of course. Basically screws you over as a yeah, no, that's what it is. Like, I'm not entirely sure like how to beat them, because I on my one of my other careers where I did make it a bit further, but I still lost the Arima. I bought like 3 skills and like a gold skill, but it still wasn't enough. Like, Pisa is supposed to win. Victoria Pisa is supposed to win the Arima, and she just on the final corner, like, we're over here, and she's already over here, like, going down the final spurt, basically. Like, you're not, it's like you're not supposed to win at all. So yeah, we lost this. So yeah, in the rulership career, like, this is Victoria Pisa, and then this is me, like, all the way in the back. Like, I can't do it. So look how they just run it down. Like, how come my cafe can't do it? But yeah, that's just been the history here. Let's see what other, like, so my cafe completely just, you know, decided to do nothing. So still almost the max stat, almost max power, still need at least like another 100 or so for the wit, but they still hit it. Whose is this? Whose ult is that? That's, oh, Sounds of Earth ults. And they pick Guts, Stamina, Power. I don't know why people just don't go max on the stars. They can just keep re-rolling, but I think they don't really care. So yeah, that's what we lost to. Our cafe decided to literally be in the back the entire race, so I'm not. She probably had like a. Let me see here, because this is one thing that JP has that we don't. So position changes maybe. Yeah, it looks like she didn't do very well. Max effect, repositioning. She said she was just like in last spurt, but like she was just too far away from doing anything. And then let's see here. Yeah, something happened. So she tripped on the uphill not once but twice, and just kept like slipping on the ground. So she completely messed up the downhill check right here. So that's why she just stood in the back the whole time and took longer, and then still missed the uphill again, and then again missed the uphill, completely whiffed the other downhill, and then only managed to recover on the flat right before the final spurt, and then yeah, she just. So yeah, that's just a bit of RNG right there on our part. As I said, I mean, let's see. So 1500 wit, and we have 1576. So I mean, not as high. We're pretty much at the same level, but I guess they just, yep. I'm only higher by 71. So unfortunate, but it happens. It happens. So it is what it is. It is what it is. And I mean, you guys saw earlier, I had a 1600 wit cafe, but she just refused to move up either. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to get a few wins here or there because I would love some carrots on this account. And I would have honestly ran a front runner, but I have no front runner cards in this account either, so I'm not gonna do all that. I'm not gonna do all that at all because I have Mayano. Okay, I'm failing the downhill right there and the uphill. So that was really bad. My Cafe actually moved up, guys. So Cafe and Stay Gold are there. But then here comes Orfevre. Just running it down. Let's see. Okay, we ult. I think I have Hop coming through, maybe. Nope, not yet. Still waiting on that. It might have been too late. It might have been too late. Okay, so Stay Gold is making her way up. So is Cafe. Cheval is in a decent position right here. So we are still holding our position here. So Fundamental is actually a freaking threat. Like, I didn't realize how good they were because they're old in the terms of like the meta, but they're still relatively good. So okay. Chronogenesis, and wow, we might actually have a Stay Gold win right here. I actually might have a Stay Gold win right there. There you go. Nice. Nice. Oh boy. Yeah, this is this is interesting, not gonna lie. Well, at least we got a podium. I'm just surprised, but this again, US 6, almost max wit, max stamina. So they must have whiffed a recovery. They only have one gold recovery. They must have whiffed one. That's the only reason I can see why we beat this Chrono. Let's see. This Cafe. Again, max wit, max stamina. They have so this is oh my gosh, this is Adrenaline Rush, I think, which is a terrible skill in global. I'm not sure how it is in why would you buy Adrenaline Rush though? You have better choices. You literally have Fuse. Why would you, unless it didn't go off, but like why would you buy? And how did they even get that? These cards, unless you give that skill? I'm not sure. Huh. Okay, well, they also just didn't do very well then, I guess. I don't know. That's weird. So so it'd be 2 US 6s. Yeah, they're just not. They again with the Adrenaline Rush. Why? They brought 2 stamina cards. The fact that they were able to do this with 2 stamina and only 2 speed is insane. Because I can't even do that, so that's impressive on their part. And stat-wise, I mean, skill-wise, I only know the very basics of it, but they brought the wrong ones. But it doesn't look like a lot of people are doing that hot anyways. Like I know I should have been checking like win rates and stuff. This guy's 7-75. Holy. But yeah, I should have been going through win rates, but when I went through them the other night, I think the most wins I saw was like 22 out of 50 or something. Like it's not that high. It is not that high. This is Meta Uma. Yeah, we're actually again. Well, I mean it's obvious. Like we made it in Group A, so we're gonna definitely be hitting more Meta Umas than we are gonna be hitting like people that are having fun. I mean, on my first day, I lost to like a UB Uma. they literally probably hit everything on their like wit checks and stuff. It was very funny to lose to that. But it wasn't just me. It was other people that were like higher than me too that lost. It was like a dude that just put in his like UB UA Umas and we lost. So I know he was riding high from that. I can very much tell he was riding high from that. See, I don't want to be first for Cheval because she needs to be second or third in order to activate her acceleration. So I think that's also been an issue there. I would have loved to make another Pace Chaser, but I don't have any options. Like, none of the Pace Chasers that I have are good.
シュバルグラン先頭を進みますがこれは正解でしょうか
So she did an XL. She might actually lead this one. Who's coming up right here? Nobody. So this, the Sakura Laurel has it. She has it. The Sakura Laurel has it. It's late Surgery space. She's already overtaking me. Yeah, it's over. It's over. Yeah, everyone's too far away to help. Sorry about that one. Oh, she lost. Oh, there was two of them. There was two of them. That's why. So don't you love seeing that? One of them is first, the other one is second, and it's technically the one right here is the, you could say, like, the statistically better one. Okay, I don't know why you have left turn. Okay, this is like a weird parent. So this doesn't work. That doesn't work. This doesn't work. My pace? No, that's not it either. So just yeah, this was just like stats. It didn't have skills, and then this one obviously had. Oh wow, they didn't even have the speed bonus. Wait, how did you get that though? I'm assuming they brought all stamina sparks. Yeah. Is this finals? No, it's not. It's the last ticket. Yeah, they just brought all stamina. This is insane. And they brought that. Did they? Oh my gosh. Well, this skill doesn't work either. What is these, like? Okay. Okay. Well, I guess they just won, because yeah. Alright. I might have to switch out that Stay Gold. She's not doing anything. Who won again? This guy. Let me check his history of winning. No, he has a terrible win rate. This is his first win. Wow. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone's really doing any like consistent winning, just based off of the results and stuff. But it's to be expected. I mean, I figured that it's just, we're just gonna be having this like all day. I don't even have time to remake an Uma, even if I wanted to. This seems to be slightly more fair. Slightly. Our only main concern is gonna be Narita and McQueen. And I noticed it too. Like, a majority of our Umas keep getting like normal and below. I haven't really seen good or great. So we got Rush. Stay Gold's pretty much out of the race now. Unless she can activate all of the recoveries, and even then I think it's still not good. Wow, Cheval is just failing all of her wit checks. Okay, she caught up. Hit third. Okay, hop stop. There you go. That's a recovery. It's literally gonna be up to Cheval if she can even do anything, and she's already getting overtaken by the other two Pace Chasers. Yeah, this is not our cafe. That's not our cafe. So the fact that the other cafe is already up there, we're oh wait, that is our cafe. What am I talking about? I'm sorry, I'm so used to our cafe just being like 9th place and not doing a single thing. I'm just so used to that. My bad. I'm just so used to her just like, yeah, I'm just gonna be chilling in the back. Well, it's up to Cafe, because this McQueen is running it down. And Cafe might be a little... Okay, yeah, Professor Kirby should carry over. Cafe is still a little too far, but yeah, we're way behind. It could be the camera angle, but I feel like we're way behind the McQueen. Can we, why are we moving out? Like, just go straight. Yeah, we lost, maybe. Yeah, we lost. Yeah, what are you doing? Why are you trying to lane change when there's nobody in front of you? They still haven't fixed that modern day. Well, it's like who I said it was to worry about. And I bet they're like taking a screenshot. Haha, guys, look, I got his podium. But yeah, let's see. They didn't even have the speed bonus. Did they even bring... They brought 1, 2. They didn't even bring Dodo. So I'm assuming they just went all in with stamina? Power. Speed? What? So let me get this straight. Hold on. Let me see their win rate. Now I'm curious. Are we just the fluke? Or are they actually doing okay? Hold on. Let me see real quick. No, they've actually won a few races. So you're telling me... Hold on. You're telling me that an Uma didn't even use Dodo. They use Air Shakur Stam, and they still hit their stamina when they brought all Power Sparks. This is I'm including myself in this discussion. If you didn't have Dodo, you could have still participated in the CM. Oh man. I mean, yes, I understand the Air Shakur is probably like top 3 stamina cards right now in JP, but Dodo gives you so many like things for the scenario link that she is a must pick. But the fact that they've won 12 races, 12, mind you, they won 12, and that's probably more than... Okay, so I have 15. None. Again, 12. One. None, because they haven't participated. 11. Okay, so they're just messing with our win rate, right? 1 out of 5. Okay, this is a brand new Uma. Power, you brought Majiro. What are you doing? Okay, all right, that's done. That's done. I'm done with it. I'm done. That. Oh my. Nobody had any excuses not to participate if that McQueen brought an Air Shakur stamina to the long CM, and they have a 12 wins on that Air Shakur. With Air Shakur stamina. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip this. I'm not even gonna bother with that. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got bent over. Our Umas got bent over and we couldn't do anything. Just watch. Let's see. Oh wow. How? Okay, did they bring stamina sparks? Please tell me you brought stamina sparks. Stamina, power, speed, power, guts, speed. Yeah, I don't know. They brought Agnes digital power. Okay, so you're telling me that yeah, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, they beat us. They didn't get a podium at least. At least Chrono took that from them. Was this the same guy? Wasn't this the same guy who beat us earlier? Because he had beat a victory. Could have sworn it was. They borrowed a Rudolph. Huh. This is ancient. What is this? What is this? Did they just buy this account? Did they just get paid to play it? Because this is not... I don't even know what these choices are. What? Hold on. I kind of want to see... What? Oh wow, this guy's really consistent. 30. This is probably one of the higher win rates I've seen. 37 wins. That's wow. Yeah. So still stamina, even though I made another one that had pretty much, well, maybe probably 100 less wit and like definitely less power. Interesting. Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna admit it. Like it just wasn't our CM. I mean, we still made it to finals, but I'm not really. Yeah, you should have participated. I mean, I didn't stream our first ever ticket, like our first day. But yeah. So this one has no guts. It just also. Oh my god. Okay. Well, so why is it that the one that has no guts is winning, yet the one that has the guts benefits is losing? Did I just bring the wrong skills? Maybe she's just having a bad day. Who knows? Let's switch out our stay gold. Maybe no. I don't want to put her in. Oh, we don't even have another replacement actually. Because this one really made me mad because this was a fast learner run that we literally got everything. Like literally we got everything. We inherited a recovery. We got all the other like skills that we needed to get. You know, everything ended, but the fact that like our speed cards just did not exist for the final like 10 turns of the career messed us up. And we basically went power, so that's why we have such high speed, but it is what it is. So I'm not entirely sure what to do now. We'll just keep her in, I guess, because this one's 2 and 35. This one is 3 and 35. So obviously, I don't know. Maybe State Gold's not meant for this CM. She's not doing very hot. I mean, I don't know how to respond to you guys. I don't know how to respond to you guys. Like, I'm just surprised. Like, that's it. Like, I've seen everything. If you guys thought this CM was interesting, you guys should have been here for the medium JP CM. Like, I was actually in lobbies where myself and another like player were losing to a guy who put in his like parent Umas. Like, there were no gold skills at all. Like, it was just all like random skills that this guy bought, and we lost to him twice because he was on the second ticket. I got paired up with the same 3 people, and we just lost. Oh yeah, I'm not even gonna watch this race. U8, US8, US8. Yeah, we're not watching this. We're just gonna hit that. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I think we take out our stay gold. I don't think she's because I'm noticing that too. Like, we're the only one bringing stay gold. We're like the only one bringing stay gold. So we just take her out and we'll put in somebody else. Maybe we'll put in I'm trying to think. I don't even know. Look at US7, US6. Oh my lord, this is ancient Mayano Top Gun. Ancient Dodo. Yeah, we're just gonna skip that. There we go. I'm probably just gonna skip like a majority of these races. We're just getting our. Yeah, we lost. Still don't know how these people are. I think they're just bringing, and that's another thing too. I think people are just bringing like other sparks, even though the people recommended to bring speed, but obviously that's not the case. That is not the case, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I think we're honestly just gonna probably keep skipping them. If we keep seeing like anything above a U5, we're just gonna skip. There's no point in watching, yeah, US7, US6, US5. Yeah, we're just gonna skip that. Oh, what? How did we... Okay, hold on. You've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 classics. I actually want to watch that. Hold on. Hold on. What happened there? This was the choke of the century. What did you do? I can't wait for Global to get rid of all the level. Yes, true. Okay, we're gonna watch like till the final corner because obviously something happened. Obviously something happened. So let's see. We'll have a look. Like there's really no other Uma that I have for late surger. Unless I go double pace, but even then, like I don't even know who to do for a pace chaser. Because most of them, they're not meant for the long. We're just so outdated. Okay, we're getting blocked by like everybody here. Okay, so Cafe's getting like. Notice how she just gets blocked. Okay, so she broke through it. So she's on the tail of the pace chasers right here. We have Narita Bryan running it down still. These are just they're failing their wit checks. They're falling behind. Stay Gold's also just not there, so you know they're gonna do whatever they want. Let's see. Is she making another late surgery? I mean maybe. I don't know. Like I don't know what we have to do here. This Cafe, this Cafe. Okay, so what happened here? Let's see. So Narita Bryan overtakes Cheval Grand. So does Narita Top Road. Okay, then she takes the first position again. Here comes Majiro Bright times 2. Cafe swings hard to the right. She's not even supposed to win this. She's like so far out there. And they're just battling it. They're just dueling. Oh my. Wow. 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 It's a little bit of late surger versus pace, but like... Yeah, this guy's won a pretty decent amount. I'm seeing the average is like 25 to 35 as like the quote-unquote high end. And everybody else is like just under double digits, so okay. Tears of joy. Tears of cope, more like it. Yeah, my Stay Gold just does not want to do anything. Ah! I mean, I'm honestly just considering bringing classic, not classic, but New Year's Tia Mapuro. She comes with inherited swinging maestro. Oh boy, this Orfevre is just running it down. See, it's not even, it's barely hitting the like mid race, and the fact that she's already in like 3rd place is insane to me. It's insanity. And she's blocking Cafe. Our Stay Gold has the outside though. If we can block Orfevre out, that'd be great. Like if everybody just like gang up on Orfevre, that'd be amazing. Yeah, if we could just block her, just keep her out, like just blocks in. Nope, never mind. She moved. She actually did a thing that the end closer should do in global. She got out of a bad position. Amazing. Okay, so it's literally up to Cafe and Cheval Grand right now. Our stay goal is failing every wid check known to Uma kind. But here comes Ofevre though. She's also kind of falling back. She's not going forward. Now she's going forward. Nope, she's still staying in place. This stay gold though, this stay gold is running it down. That is not our stay gold, by the way. That is not our stay gold. Our rice, not rice. Our Cafe is gonna swing very hard. Yeah, no, never mind. Never mind, guys. I totally thought that we had that. Never mind, guys. I thought we had that. But I forgot that in JP the Umas are actually somewhat smart. They get out of the way if they're getting blocked, not like in global where they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna run behind you for 10 minutes straight. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. Not even 1 LB is insane. They hit, wait a minute, what? They hit max, near max, well that is max power, near max stamina, but no, oh. He probably brought power and stamina sparks. Nope, wait, what? Huh, okay. I don't know what that was. Yeah, US3, no whip by the way. Let's see, how big of a win rate do you have? Oh, not even that great. Okay, you basically just won because it was an end closer. That was painful to watch. How do you think I feel? How do you think I feel? Yeah, there's no like. I haven't really found anybody on JP to watch because, you know, everything's mostly done in Japanese. So it's kind of hard to follow. I think Seru might have English guides, but yeah, I mean, I was dealing with a lot this last 2 weeks. I mean, for those that know. But TLDR, I mean, I had my I had my debit card stolen. I had like some work stuff going on, so I didn't have time to just sit down and actually. Whoa! Look at that Current Bukador. But yeah, I didn't have actual time to sit down and actually watch like an hour and a half guide and actually take notes and stuff. So. 1501 being considered no wit is crazy. Yeah, no, it's the stats. Think of it as like 1500. Think of it as like 900 wits. Like it's decent, but it's not good. You know, you want to hit 1,000 minimum. So that 1600 is 1,000. The 1700 is actually like max. You know, it's kind of like. That's how you compare the two. Ooh, wow, our Cheval Grand could do this as long as that other Cafe stays back. But it looks like they're moving up. And then Current Bukador is also making her move. Nah, this Cafe is just running it down. They're just hitting every single, like, pace-up skill known to man. And then we have our own Cafe, but she's a bit behind her. She's blocked, by the way. Our Cafe is literally blocked by the other Cafe. And then she gets blocked again. So that's our luck. The other Cafe runs it down, and here comes Current Bukador. Alright, well, at least we're done with the tickets. Holy. Oh man, this is yeah, okay, we finished it right before. That's good. I think that was our last registration. Yeah, we're not doing that yet. Okay. Did I miss a race? Oh, you know what? I missed 5, but I don't think we were gonna get anything else. I think you guys saw the writing on the wall. I think you guys saw JP Uma's move out of the way. I mean, no, she did move out of the way, guys. No, hold on. Oh, we can't even see the replay. We can't even see the replay. No, she did move out of the way. She just moved to go in front of the other cafe, and then when she did invasive maneuver, right, she went behind my Cheval Grand. So yeah, she did in fact move, but she moved behind the asses of 2 other Umas, which me personally don't mind if that was me, but when it's my own trainees out there trying to win the race, I mean, come on, you can't, you know, you can't be a little bit mad. We're not gonna bring Stay Gold. Stay Gold's out. We're going to replace him with somebody else. For Uma's sake, please do not do another. Please do another. Well, no, we are. We have to. Our Stay Gold is just not doing it. And we've seen, like, we went through a few of the matches. Like, even though they're a decent amount of wit, they're just not doing it. They're literally not doing it. They're not doing what they are supposed to do. So this is the issue, though. We don't really have, like, a lot of choices. You know, we got blessed with, like, mainly medium and mild Umas. We do not have any real long Umas that are of the late and end variety. I mean, I could do rulership, but she's literally, like, scripted to lose 2 races, so we lose out on all those stats and skills. Yeah, so we're kind of losing it. We're kind of losing it. That's how you know Bonchan is. Yes, no, we are losing it. I'm not entirely sure on, like, what to do, honestly. I play with the idea of using Festival Tiamapro because she does have, you know, skills that can be used for the long, but she's just criminally outdated, doesn't have, like, the best mid game. And then we've also played with the idea of Sakura Laurel, but her whole thing is that we need her to be a late surger. So that's it. I mean, I don't know. Even though Stay Gold is, like, our best choice, she's literally not doing it for us. Like, she's not. How much time do I have? You have 11 hours, so basically until the end of the day. You know. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, because we, like I said the other day, and like, you have to be mindful. Like, I made these Umas with people that play JP, and they said, like, yeah, you'd be fine, but then, like, you see their win rates, and they're terrible, and it's like the ones that I made did slightly better. You know, but I don't know. This is the hard part right now. Like, obviously Cafe stays in. We just have to probably remake her. Not bring the power card. We focus on you know, getting that guts up and wit, obviously. And then, wait, why are you trying to quote me? The Uma's move, like, it isn't literally the greatest of all time player. Seru says if you're blocked, you're blocked. Like, you just lose. Unless you're Orfevre. Unless you're Orfevre. 0 days since Salt glazing? What do you mean? I never I literally said in the beginning of the stream, and chat can back me up, that I am a C+ player when it comes to JP. C+. And that's just because on paper my Umas are decent, but that's it. And then on global, I've said the same thing. I'm a B plus player. And it's mainly been like, I would say 1/3 of my CMs have come down to just luck. You know? Have just come down to luck. But, yeah. You were just like, I did better than the guys who helped me. Well, no, well, technically I did better than the ones that helped me because they didn't even participate in the CM. They did one ticket. And they were like, I don't want to do this because I got destroyed. And I was like, oh, okay. So, statistically, yes, I did better than them. That is true. That's not a lie. Oh, man. Statistically, right? If we're talking about statistics. Because you do, what is it? You do better than the guy that didn't even show up to the race, even if you lose. These are the ones that I got, okay. Apology from management. Huh. Future looking bright people just crashed out of the CM. I mean, we just saw that you didn't even need Dodo, apparently. So, if you don't even need Dodo to get to max stamina without bringing stamina sparks, mind you. Because you can go back. You can go back and see that. I literally went through multiple people's, like, builds. They didn't even bring Dodo. They didn't even bring MLB well, you didn't need MLB Tazuna, but some of them didn't even have, like, one LB Tazuna. They just brought the card and that was it. So, it's just, like I said, it's just what they got. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, let's see. Maybe we get something on the pools, even though I doubt it. But there's really nothing else to save for at this moment. I mean, I've always liked long CMs over every other CM, but that's just me. In a cave with scraps. Exactly. That's all that there was. Oh, it doesn't look like we got anything. Yep, nothing. I mean, we get statues. We need statues to level up Umas, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, cool, whatever. Yeah, no, I saw, like, my group, after I qualified for Group A first day, there was still a lot of, like, interesting builds out there. There were definitely, like, what was it? Echinodictuses. There were a lot of frontrunners, surprisingly. Rice Shower. You know, plenty of Umas that are not supposed to be the meta, and yet you saw them there, so. Let's see here. Maybe. See, if I build a Sakura Laurel, the only issue is that the affinity was going to be a bit lower due to the fact that we have what is it? Due to the fact that we're going to have like another Sakura Laurel in our legacy. So that's an issue there. I don't even think I could. I don't even know if I have enough statues for her, even if I wanted to, because I used them. Yeah, we used most on the other Umas that we've been trying to build up, so we lose out on that. Okay, first and foremost, we have to rebuild our cafe. The one that is winning doesn't have guts, so when they duel, they just get smacked. So let's do that first, and then we'll move on to another Uma. So we're bringing all speed sparks. I'm gonna Maybe we don't do that. Maybe we switch it up a little bit. Maybe we bring how they were bringing like power or like a stamina or something else. Let's see. Where are our state goals are all speed, by the way. Wit, power, speed, guts. Yeah, we don't really have options here. Trying to think here. Maybe we have other ones at the bottom. Hold on. Speed, turf, speed. All these are speed. Nope, we have stamp. Oh, but it's medium. Mostly speed. I think that's all we're gonna get because we got lucky on the speed rolls. 15 rentals. Oh, well, yeah, it's 15, but if you thought gluing your runs immediately for Grand Live was bad, like you do that even more on this scenario. Like after first inspo, you're like, this is terrible, so you just glue it. So the 15 is very much necessary. I think by the time we're done normally by making a quote-unquote ace, we've gone through like almost 8 borrows already. Like that's the minimum. You know what? Hold on. Let's see. I'm trying to think here. What is your ult again? If another girl has been right behind you, 50 seconds are in the first half of the race, for 7 minutes to recover them. Okay, no, that's... Okay, that's just like kind of a backup. I don't like glue. Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna be forced to bring that anyways, unless I go... See, the only reason why I like to bring... I have to justify this. So, these are their 2 recoveries. That's the wits. Don't get banned in an unofficial court for saying... Okay. Those people need to, like, read a book or something. The fact that they self-admitted not playing the game, yet they're mods of the biggest server for UMA is just insanity to me. I do not understand how you get a position like that. I have 2 crystals too, but I do not want to use them. Yeah, Guts is not a good choice at all for long. So we wouldn't want to do that. If only I had Daring Tack at like 2 LB. Because then we could have used her golds. But we do not want to use her at 1. I feel like I'm just going to be stuck with this deck. And we just have to basically... Okay, well, let's see. We're forced to use the deck. But... We'll try to do something like we did yesterday night with our Cheval Grand. Like we'll just continuously hit stamina and wit throughout like junior and the beginning of classic year. So we'll see what happens. I think the game froze. Don't you love it when, like, there you go. Huh. I wasn't even recording on my end, but it's fine. The streams get saved. Yeah, it's mandatory that we hear Tazuna the slurp. That cutscene always makes me want to eat ramen. Yeah, we'll just say that. Yeah, we'll do 2 careers. We'll take a break afterwards, and then we'll come back and do another like 3 or 4. Girl, slow down. You're gonna choke. That's, yeah. You gotta keep that in mind. I always forget that Tazuna and Light Hello are drinking buddies. You're definitely interesting, Bonchan. Yeah, I am. I'm not that milk toast. I mean, I could go a bit crazy, but like, we can't go too crazy because I don't want to get in trouble either again. But we have a bit more leeway when it comes to YouTube versus TikTok, it seems like. Alright, so let's see. We're going to go with the power. Ain't drinking juice, that's for sure, yeah. God, I love Light Hello. Our resident like coworker that constantly wants to go out drinking and afterwards to a love hotel. If you know, you know. 19, 18. It's a guts. We'll just go with this. I'm just glad that she's getting love though, because she's finally getting more art on the global side. I love her until she reads me on red on junior year. Yeah, that's a common occurrence. We haven't done too many global runs. I think we did like 3 yesterday on this account since we do not have Light Hello or Agnes. But since we have more pulls coming in, we'll wait on those, and then once that's over, we'll go ahead and put our resources in and do some pulls. Because the big thing that I want to do is buy the concert ticket, which I can now do. Because the check clears by tomorrow. Winning Ticket and Narita Taishin also have a alt skin. However, people are saying not to get them because they are not that good. I think original Narita Taishin is the best still, even to this day. Okay, guts. Okay, we're gonna have to hit that speed. But there are 2 very big reasons why I'm gonna get winning tickets. 2 very large reasons. I guess not. Never mind. I'll do something on the side over here. We have to... Oh yeah, and I also remember the new event starts, so we can get like crystal shards and stuff like that, since I know there are people hurting for those. I think I'm 2 off from getting another one. So we'll be in a bit of a better place if we're allowed to get that. Okay, so I know we normally don't like to hit guts or anything like that, but we're just trying to raise all the stats at the same time, you know. Come on. Yeah, Tachyon would have been like an amazing choice. Would have been an amazing choice if they were not a scenario link. Oh wow. Yeah, it would have been because you don't even need to get that much stamina. And then they come with medium corners, medium straightaways. But the sad fact is that you need to use our card. So kind of out of the game basically. But that tends to be the case for a lot of these Umas. Because we're probably gonna be seeing a lot more of that happening in the future. Sadly, it's just a very common occurrence. Don't you love it when you only have like one training per? Okay, it's medium speed. I'm trying to ignore speed as much as possible as they give us an amazing speed click. Gosh, I should keep saying ignore stamina as much as possible. Maybe it'll give us that instead. But yeah, overall, I mean, I would say this scenario is pretty fun, but it's just as RNG as Yore, because at least in the other scenario before this one, if you hit your basically the fun button, like all the cards will stack up on whatever. But this one, it only allows you to stack them up once you get to the later levels. So, again, it's only my maybe under 20 times playing this scenario. But I'm hoping that I do a bit better for the next CM. I don't have the most high hopes for this one, unfortunately. Due to the fact that, you know, our performance has been lackluster. But it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna go too crazy on it. You know what? The guts actually looks good. Sounds so weird saying that out loud. I'm like finishing up an auto run on my phone. So funny how you do and auto runs do count towards your goals, by the way. So you can do auto runs to continue on the... Wow, another amazing click. But yes, auto runs do count towards the story mode, so please do that. Do not ignore the story mode because, oh, I can't play this or that. Like, just let the auto runs roll. So just do that at the very least, and you'll get a lot of these done. There's no excuse never to not finish those events, because you get, first of all, most of the time you get a free-to-play MLB card, which is always a welcome choice over plenty of the SR cards. And then you also get a bunch of resources, you know, carrots and crystal shards, you know, free pools, yada 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 yada. So you never want to ignore that, you know, because, you know, sadly some of the free-to-play cards, you need those in order to be competitive, i.e. Bourbon. You know, Mihono Bourbon Wit is probably one of the best like wit cards for front runners to use because of taking the lead. You know, not because of the stat output or hints or whatever, but it's because it has taken the lead. And before people say, well, I can cope with only early lead, like, no, the only person that can do that is Bourbon themselves, and I mean 3 Guts Haru Urara. So she's basically been the grandparent to give all my Umas that have Dirt B into Dirt A. Alright, let's see. Oh. I'm catching up on the chat. Hold on. I finished an auto parent run with 4K skill points on global. That's really good to hear. I'm glad you did that. I need to find a job before the concert. Crying emoji. Yes, you do, Daiwa. Yes, you do. Winning Ticket has parent potential from the early buffs. She has all the late skills in kits. Just use sweep, cope. True. I mean, I did. I actually have SSR Subtosho, and she was giving us a lot of skill points as well as other bonuses. It's just too bad that most of her skills are all end closer related. I like the funny looking horse girl. You maintain your account, you can yes, true. People fall behind for not doing even yep, true. I mean, there's still people that I know personally. Of course it's one hint. But there's still people that I know personally that don't even do auto runs. At least like 2 or 3 auto runs a day. It's like, just do that. It's that simple. It's not even that hard. It's just a single auto run. And you can't even do it. Oh man, you can't even do a single freaking auto run. Okay. We do these races because we get, every time we do a long race, we get hints. We get betweener corners, long straightaways, betweener straightaways. So I think we hit the minimum, because if we do, let's see, we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm hoping we hit our fan requirement, 'cause I might have to do the Japan Cup. Well, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, like there are people I know personally that don't even do auto runs. They just I don't know, they're so lazy that they don't even want to do that. And then they complain like, "Oh my god, I don't have parents. Oh my god, like I'm losing out on this, losing out on that." It's like, dude, just do the auto run. Just do the auto run. My stream quality keeps dropping. I keep seeing it on the side over there. I don't know how to really fix that. I mean, I pretty much went with like the optimal rate, which doesn't seem to be the highest. We might just do this for the hint here. Dodo gives like most of the hints you need, unless she just gives you stats. I mean, you can just do that too. And yeah, we have to hit the speed. Wow, we're just forced to hit speed. Forced to hit speed. Does it show packet loss? No, actually. That's what I'm surprised with. It only this thing only happens like at certain parts of the day, and it only happens on YouTube. It didn't really have like on TikTok. It just, of course, the stream just stops, right? Because it needs to just recover. But on YouTube and Twitch, like it'll just continuously go from like 720 to 3060 and then 240 to 144. So we're back to the YouTube days, basically. Old school YouTube days. Let's see. We'll do the we should be fine. We need to start. Okay. I'm gonna use a Tazuna after this. So weird. Yeah, it's just those days where it just chooses to be like, I don't want to work today type of internet deals. Because I've done like tests before, and I used to stream like games that required even more resources, and we were fine. But I don't know if it's just because of the I know it sounds dumb, but I don't even know if it's because of the heat. Maybe like it's warmer in the room, so like maybe the modem is just not doing well because it's like overheating or something. But I literally have my fan like on it, so I'm not entirely sure. But we used to stream like Valorant and Siege and all that, and we were fine. So I don't know, maybe it's just now it's probably just a hardware issue. I mean, it is pretty outdated, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I mean, it's like what I said, Daiwa. If I knew you guys a lot sooner, if I streamed like, let's say 3 months ago, I definitely would have been like, let's go as a group. At least the Cali people. I don't know about the people out of state, but there are a few of us in Cali. Of course we get overweight. Let's go! Woo! Hey, at least it forces us to hit stamina. Maybe we get extra training here. If it doesn't fix before Hopeful Stakes, we might have to glue the run. We might have to glue the run. I don't even know. Man, that's so rare to happen, and it does. Okay, it could heal itself. Let's see. We've done like multiple trainings in a row. It's just rough because we're missing out on like a bunch of skill points and power. Do 40 points here. Well, let me see. Let me see if it fixes it. If not, then GG. Might have to restart this entire run. I'm willing to do like one infirmary. Just one. Anything more than that, I think it's over. We kind of are low rolling though, because I mean the speed is, don't get me wrong, the speed's amazing, but our stamina should have been like close to 600 by now. Okay, we did get a huge turnout, so that's a good sign. But let's see here. Yeah, this doesn't heal like other. That's one thing I miss about URA. Every time you went into a new year with Tazuna, she would just heal you. So this, and our only speed option. We'll do the skill points, because I think we get something here. Be right back, gonna eat some grass, okay. Taking this RP a little too seriously sometimes. Alright, well, again, at least we're still forced to hit the stam. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Like I said, I'll hit one infirmary. Maybe after this turn, and if it doesn't fix it, then it's cooked. Oh, maybe? There we go. Wow, that's took a bit longer than it should have. I'm not gonna risk it. We already had a bad thing. I don't want to risk a 20%. Some people I know would have taken that, but we already got hit with an overweight. I don't want to mess with the whatever is going on right now in this run. Yeah, so I got a 10 pull on this account, yet on my free-to-play account I didn't. So anybody know what the deal with that was? Because I know I was kind of talking about it before the other stream like broke. But yeah, I don't. Anybody know the details about that? Yeah, I would love to pull on Teo and Turbo, but that's just a lot of resources, and I still haven't gotten like close to MLB Tachyon, and I still need like Marazensky too. Still need Marazensky too, so I'm kind of hurting right now because the problem is with not having Marazensky, I probably have to borrow like what's her name? Oh my lord, the name is escaping me at the moment. The free pulls on global ? The 10 pulls carried over to Teo if he didn't log in before the banner reset. Oh. Wow. Okay. Well, that was my last pull, I guess, right? Because I thought it was up to 100. And we only hit, like, 60 or something. Yeah, select rep Maru. Well, that's good news, at least. Because my main issue is that I only have one crystal. And then still need to... I have 200 on the banner so far. I haven't exchanged it. I'm probably gonna do pulls, like I said, tomorrow. But other than that, it's like, ooh. Yeah, this at least let me get the scenario link banners. That's all I'm asking for. If I have a little bit of resources left over, then I'll throw some into the Teo banner, but statistically speaking, it ain't looking like that, Chief. Not looking like that. Yeah, worst I've seen is like almost 700. The best I've seen was close to 400. So I don't know what the medium is for that, because everyone's different. But again, like I keep repeating myself over, and I keep telling people, it's like, why did you pull on a banner when you had a bunch of free pulls and you don't even have parents to even start said scenario? So you just like used all your like resources there. And for some people, oh, that's not a lot. That's only like, you know, 20,000 this and this and that. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's not a lot. Like, people were telling me that. They were like, well, I just wanted to do it because I wanted to be ready. And I'm like, okay, but don't you have parents at all? No. Then why'd you pull? It doesn't make sense to me. You haven't played in almost like 3 months. You didn't even do the end of Unity, basically. You didn't do most of that. Then you didn't even do, like, you know, the rest of upgraded Unity and URA, but then you want to pull on the banner? You just theoretically wasted 9,000 carats because you skipped out on those like 6 days of free pulls, right? You know, if I'm doing the math correctly. But I don't know. It just did not make sense to me. It did not make sense to me. You know, it just, when I hear people like trying to justify like this and that when it comes to the pulls, I'm just like, I I do not follow, like, at all. I do not follow your logic when you want to pull so bad. Because, oh, I've been sitting on these carrots for, like, the last, like, 3-4 months now. Because I haven't really been playing as much. But then you don't even have parents to even do the runs in Grand Life. And people are complaining about that. So, yeah. It's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. 400 pulls is expected to hit with 600 for double LB. Yeah, that's rough. Like, that's... You hate it, but it is what it is. He uses this right here. Everyone pulling just to auto because they need the Stam legacies. I mean, yeah. Like nobody. Okay, that's another issue that I'm having. I mean, I know there's a sector of people that are willing to cope with like the 2-star guts, the 2-star wit, 1-star power. Oh, because all the white sparks are there. But then they're making it as their main parent. I would understand if that was like a great grandparent, but a lot of these people are making it as their parent. And you're not gonna, like, in a scenario in which stats are hard to achieve because you're focusing on speed mostly. You're bringing 2 speed cards minimum, 3 in most cases, since most Umas don't even have like a 10% speed growth. But you're out here telling me you're gonna be coping with a mixed bag of guts, power, and wit sparks? With no stamina, no speed, it just makes no sense to me at all. Like, and I don't know, I'm probably crashing out for no reason because again, at the end of the day, it's their game. But I do get severely annoyed when they complain about it, especially on TikTok or YouTube, right? YouTube Shorts. They complain about it, but then it's like you try to give them a suggestion, and then they just like turn around and call you like, you know, a weirdo or whatever. There was a guy, I think I said this last night, but there are more people in the chat. So I'm gonna just, it's a quick story. There was a guy complaining about Grand Life saying, "Oh, I'm not hitting stats, guys. You know, I'm getting frustrated. I'm not hitting stats. Yada yada yada." Like he has a whole thing on his post. So then I turn it and I look and I'm like, "Oh, let's see what all the fuss is about." Right? I'm swiping through the images of his Umas. I look and I notice that his Tachyon is at 1 LB and he is using a 0 LB Light Hello. And his borrow slot is the free Rice Shower Wit card. So automatically I just say, don't borrow the Rice Shower Wit. Borrow like MLB Tachyon at the very least. Like you can cope. You can definitely cope with the 1 LB Light Hello. I mean, you're gonna miss out on the initial stats, which again kind of goes against what I was saying earlier. But still, the fact is, it's like, why are we borrowing the free Rice Shower card? Just makes no sense to me, like, whatsoever. Makes no sense to me, like, whatsoever. And then, like, again, you have the audacity, like, everyone in the comment section, like, you know, just going haywire, also complaining about the scenario. And I click on their pages because they're also posting their results of their Umas, and you see the same thing. 1 LB Tachyon, 0 LB Light Hello, 0 LB Tachyon, 1 LB Light Hello, and vice versa. Basically, I didn't see anything above like a 2 LB on either cards. So it's like, yeah, you're setting yourself up for failure. Like, what are we even doing here? Like, why are we even like having this conversation? You know? And I get frustrated because it just puts out the precedence that, oh, this game sucks, guys. You know, you have to do. It's like, no, you didn't wait, you just did all your pulls and you got that, you get mad, and it's like, well, you still have 6 free pulls. You know, wait till those pulls are over and then you go all in. But no, we don't want to do that. We want to rush into a situation without even being prepared. It's like going out on a hike. You have your hiking shoes, you got your long pants on, you know, you have your backpack with some snacks and a blanket and all that. But then you go into hiking, you don't even bring your water bottle. You don't even bring your camelback that has water in it. You don't even have a flashlight. You don't have your force multiplier because it's bear country. You know? Like, there's so many things that you didn't bring, and then you're gonna blame the hike for having a bad experience when you didn't even come to the hike prepared? Just makes no sense to me. Like, at all. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But we're gonna get a lot of those people, and then they're just gonna complain, because yes, you do have a point. You do have a point that there is always going to be a scenario tax, right? You're gonna get the one, or worse, the two scenario cards that you need in order to play said scenario, and it's going to bend you over the table, and you're gonna have to call it daddy. And it is what it is, right? It is what it is. But, right, for the people that are complaining about it and it being a poor system, because in a way, I will agree, it is. Like, there are things that I wish Cygames would improve on, and of course they're gonna move down. There are other systems that are, like, worse, you know? Because when people say, oh, Uma Musume has the worst system, I'm like, excuse me? Have you not seen Dragon Ball Z Legends? Have you not seen Fate? You know, they fixed Genshin, but it used to be terrible from what everyone that I knew used to tell me about it. So I'm like, don't go be saying that, like, oh, you know, Umusume has like the worst like pull system, gotcha system. It's like, could be a lot better, don't get me wrong, but yeah, like, I think the only way to improve this game is, I've always said it in calls privately, and I'll say it publicly here. The best way to like actually fix this game was to give all of the quality of life stuff when the game launched. We should have had Spark Reroll. We should have had the, what's it called, the lane changes, not running in a giant conga line. You know, I'm pretty sure you guys remember the first couple CMs, how everyone just ran in a conga line. You know, it was funny, don't get me wrong, there were plenty of hilarious pictures and stuff that everybody saw when the first game came out, but, you know, the fact that Spark Reroll wasn't a thing, the fact that, like, the Legend races, it took so long to get to them, you know, and even then, like, the Legend races in the JP version are still, like, you know, really good in terms of the fact that you can earn, like, a lot more carrots, right? Because you can get, like, I think 10 pulls or such just by doing the Legend races, like, all of them. I don't know if they reset or not, because I've only done a few of them since I'm missing out on, you know, certain Umas that can do certain distances, unfortunately. But what I'm trying to say is that I think the game would have lasted a lot longer had we gotten a lot of these, like, quality of life, you know, updates right from the start. You know, right from the start. I'm not gonna be on the side that totally was like, oh, if you release the game, then, like, put it in the most current version, right? Like, I would have said, like, it would. I think it honestly would have been fine if we would have just kept it as it is, the way it was. But definitely would have said to at least include just the most basic of stuff. You know, the most basic stuff. The gacha system, I would say the only way to really fix it is probably lowering it, like not going all the way to 200. Making it more accessible to get carrots for free-to-play stuff. Because, I mean, obviously, you know, they want their money. Like, let's be for real. I mean, and also, too, like, you don't have to give them your money, you know, but you're going to be missing out on a lot. Like, there's no denying that. You know, you can go free to play, but you're going to be losing out on a lot of Umas that have important alts that you need. You know, a lot of cards that you need, you know, because you could do it with just the scenario cards, but you're going to have a bad time. You know, you're gonna have a really bad time if you just have, like, 2 decent cards in your entire deck and you're still using, like, SRs just to try and keep up with people. Because if you try to be even competitive, you're just gonna be stuck in Group B pretty much half the time. Unless you get lucky, you know, get that 1 3-win ticket, and then you get luckier that you have just an absolute clown fest of a final you know, because that's happened before. I've seen people, and this was before Open League was like a thing, you know, I've seen people go in there with like SS plus Umas going against like 8 Umas. And it's funny because sometimes those 8 Umas have beaten some of the SS plus Umas. And I even see it now. Like, I've seen practice rooms of people just throwing in like straight up prototypes that are like S plus, beating out like UG and above. Like, it's just hilarious. They just hit the 2 skills they need and they win. And it, you know, similar to myself earlier when I had like a little bit of a breakdown, you know, it's like it does kind of do a little bit of psychological damage there. So it is kind of funny. The funniest thing you could do, if you want to like really and I'll answer some of the questions. The funniest thing you can do is you can qualify for Group A, right? And this is like a majority of people that don't really care about win rate unless there's like some type of actual like prize, right? I'm not talking about some dumb like Discord title. Like, I'm talking about you're in a competitive group, you get this, you know, thing. I mean, it's very rare, but I've heard of groups that do this. Like, they get like in-game like stuff, like bonuses and stuff. Probably a bit harder for Uma, but I've seen it happen before for like, you know, FPS shooters that I used to be involved with. They used to give out prizes if you had like a certain amount of wins throughout the entire season. So basically what I'm trying to say is, all in all, it's the CM for now. You're not gonna have a good time because you're gonna be running into a Crystal Oguri that doesn't need like hit as much stamina, and it's not her fault. It really isn't. It's not the Uma's fault. It's just the fact that like the scenario was basically perfect for them, and all the other Umas that are semi-competitive towards Oguri are basically put to the sideline because they're just not that good. So yeah. People that quit for Matt came back to Unity, which is brain dead, but now getting creamed by harder to hit the stats. Yeah, no. They're trying to cope with like these Umas that don't even give you proper like skills, let alone stats. So, you know, what are we supposed to do there? You know, what are we supposed to do? You know, just point and laugh at them basically. And if they even try to suggest, oh, do it this way, it's like, bro, you didn't even play for like 3 months. Why am I going to take your advice? Yeah, I thought it was weird. A game came out as the old version. When a real game comes out, translated in later, it's an updated version. Pity carryover is the one. Other games, you can't snack eat, and then carry it over the items. And then, yeah, biggest problem is 564. And I think the thing is like that it just evolved basically. I mean, it just evolved. Like the mediums already had like the debuffers, right? Mile to a certain extent. I mean, yeah, we had Keen Eye. Battle formation doesn't really work as intended from what I've been told. It's just one of those skills that it doesn't have as big of an effect as you think it does because of the weird Exile zone, but you know, I don't want to go into it too much because I don't know about it as much as I should. But yeah, with 564 being included, especially in this scenario, that, you know, stamina is basically going to be non-existent for most Umas. All you got to do is just, you know, hit Umas with WMDs and it's over. You know, it's so over. You know, they can't even fight back. You literally just throw a few of those out there and it's over, because it's gonna be Keen Eye, it's gonna be Mystifying Murmur, it's gonna be Dominator. But I think from what I've seen so far, it's mainly been Dominator and Keen Eye. You know, Mystifying Murmur, maybe, but you're not taking out Oguri. You're not gonna take out a Crystal Oguri. Like that's unless they built it so bad in the sense that they literally did not touch stamina at all. Like, they're barely hitting 400. And even then, that's iffy. Like, I'm sorry, you're not putting her down. She's just gonna run it down and, you know, beat you by a neck. But you gotta focus on building your parents, like I said earlier, you know? It's Super Creek, Agnes Tachyon, you know, Healer Grass Wonder, it's their time to shine. It's their time to shine, and I know how frustrating Healer Grass Wonder's career can be. Trust me, I know. I have been doing her careers even before the auto run, and on average, like, you're just gonna lose, like, if it's not Unity Cup, right? If it's Mant, you know, you're losing like 4 to 5 races, right? Which costs you affinity. But now with the auto runs, I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I don't have the answer for this. But she wins like every G1 that I put her in. You know, every single G1 that I put her in, she just wins. So I did get lucky with some that I've been making, but I haven't hit a medium yet. I hit a 3-star long that has Wit Spark, so it's probably gonna be a decent parent for the longs. But we only get the one long. We get a Rima, which, I mean, you still need stamina for, but it's not comparative to, like, let's say a Tenno Spring. You know, you don't have to worry about it too much. I mean, the only issue would probably be, now that I'm thinking about it, would actually be the Mystifying Murmur. So, auto, it doesn't really race. It compares aptitudes. It's great. Yeah. Okay, so that's the explanation. I see. Because I did see some people posting on Twitter, like, oh, guys, look, you know, I put up a Haru, and just for the fun of it, I put a Rima with, like, Turf E and Long C, but she won. So, yeah, I don't know the actual, like, numbers behind it, but I've been seeing a lot of that. I was just more... Again, I think I said it last stream, and I hate to be that guy, but I didn't say crap about the Muteki and Gold City glitch, because the fact is that you're able to hit, like, certain stats over, which increases your chance to hit those stats. You know, I kept my mouth shut. But the fact that everybody was just posting their stuff on Twitter, Cygames had a look and they fixed it. So, rest in peace. Rest in peace. You know, rest in peace. But so far, I've only done Grand Live for, what is it? Grand Live, from what I've noticed, basically gives you a bunch of skill points that honestly you don't even really need, because you don't really get a lot of, like, skills from Grand Live unless you get super lucky and your parents just drop a bunch of skills. Another thing I've noticed is that Mant works relatively well, but again, you're not really gonna use it because it's just, again, it's just you have to do it manually. I wouldn't trust it with the auto run. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I wouldn't trust it with the auto run personally. You still need it because, you know, majority of the races that you do, you don't have to do 40 anymore, of course, because you don't get affinity anymore from, like, you know, G3s and G2s, but you do get a chance to roll on skills, so that's why you use Mant. Unity is relatively great because that's more for the stats, so, you know, you can get a higher chance of hitting, you know, certain stats. And then, of course, like, URA, I mean, I'm just repeating what I've been told about it. Like, the only reason why you use URA is for Essence of Stamina, but other than that, like, you don't really, like, use it for parent building as much. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see here. You can do dirt rotation so easy. Yeah, no, that's why I got a Haru parent, and I'm, like, okay with her, because what I did was I just gave her medium sparks, so she did every single medium race, like, every single medium race. And the parents that I gave her, the only way that I was able to get her at a decent amount of affinity, it's not the greatest, it's only decent, was, what is this? I need to do a quick translate. But yeah, the only thing is, I was able to basically hit, like, a decent affinity because both the Umas I had a Grass Wonder parent which don't ask. It's a normal grass wonder, but she has like a lot of affinity because that it was a Unity Cup grass wonder. However, I built it as a parent because I didn't have a lot of parents back in the day. And I'm talking about my free to play account. I'm not talking about my main account. So she has a decent affinity, and then I'm borrowing a Symboli Rudolph that has also triple crown and every other crown as well. So yeah, we're hitting those decent levels at least. Let's see here. Oh, it's go with the flow. Okay, that's what that is. Go with the flow. I don't know why that's not translated in Hachimi. It's interesting. And then this one is also go with the flow. So it's just we just get separate ones. Okay, I'm just gonna have to do the energy here because we are low and we're about to go into summer, and we need a certain amount of energy right before summer because we do get energy, but it's not a lot. I think it's like 15 per turn. So if we go in there with too low of energy, we actually screw ourselves over. I'm trying to see. I don't think this is kind of a weird stat line. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll see what happens. We still have all of summer and a few turns left. But yeah, going back to what you said, yeah, dirt rotation is very easy for Haru. I normally make her on Mant, so I can ignore the guaranteed loss if I just want to bring all medium sparks. So I'll have it as a. Let's see here. Oh, we'll do the top choice. So yeah, I normally do that, and then for Pasa, I mean Pasa's also a really good one. You know, Pasa's a really good one because she's able to literally do everything. You know, mile A, medium A, long B, and then same thing goes for the dirt races. I mean, since it's dirt, obviously we're gonna do dirt A. But yeah, it's mainly just that. There's a chart with the current theory, but people are doing further theory. I would like to see that chart. I'm assuming it's on Twitter or maybe just being shared around on different servers, but I would like to have a look at that. The illegal Umas, yeah, Gold City and Muteki. There's a few more from what I've heard, but people are being a little bit more hush hush about it, which again I don't blame them after what happened. It's already. No, I'm gonna go with the wit here. And then we don't have enough time to abuse Mant. Mant is the best because of the climax bar full overlap. All racing spirit skills are good and they're cheap. Yeah, that is also true. Yeah, Mant, I mean, probably not for this CM, but overall, I mean, the next one you might do it. But again, this is for people that didn't do anything. Like, I'm not saying if you go in there now, like, I probably wouldn't really suggest it. You know, that's only for the ding dongs that were like, oh, I'm just gonna skip Mant because I heard it was bad. You know, and I heard that it's just too long and it's this and again, like, it's the one and only scenario that we're ever gonna do that. I think Cygames learned from their mistake and we're like, yeah, we're never gonna do this ever again. And I mean, you only needed to do just max 2 runs a day. It's under 2 hours. Very much under 2 hours, so it wasn't even that bad. I think a lot of people were just exaggerating. Let's see. Okay, our power and our guts are gonna like. So we only need to hit 1201 guts. That's very doable. I've had less guts before and we've hit that 1201. I'm just more worried about our wit here. And our power is pretty low too, but we gotta do what we gotta do here. We might skip the Tenno show. We might skip the Tenno show. And then I'll do a Tazuna right now so we can have full energy for the next two turns or so. Okay, 15, 16. Again, let me do a double check. Let me just do a double check on I feel like the random point during the you know what? I feel like we need more straights. I've been picking that top option, and I feel like we just, of course, you have a mirror down, but that's fine. We have Tazuna. That's why we bring her. It's funny how people are finding excuses not to play, then with all the quality of life, they got nothing to do. Exactly. They still have to catch up. They still have to catch up. And it's like, again, why wouldn't you do the scenario when if you do your absolute best in said scenario, you get rewards. So it's just, again, it's just the logic behind it just doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. I think we actually now focus on speed and wit here. I think we're okay with stamina, only because of our recoveries. I need to double check it though. I need to double check if we made it our skills here. I had to double check if my doors were closed. It is nighttime now. Okay. Let's see here. We might just skip this race only because we are semi behind on stuff. Oh, we didn't even get any good clicks either. Come on, guys. Is there a long place here instead? Let's see. Nope, there isn't. Okay. Screw it. We'll just do it for the skill points. Yes. Yeah, no, they screwed themselves over. Like overall, they just did it, and it's basically their fault. They cannot blame anybody at all, except themselves. Okay, cool. Now we have 2 gold recoveries. I think that was an issue earlier about that. We'll do the wit here. I mean, yeah, we'll do the... Actually, we'll do the speed, only because of the skill points. I'll try to do a wit here. Hopefully we roll on a wit there. Yeah, I don't want to risk it getting overweight. Yeah, again, we get energy for the last turns. We get like a 40 plus energy. So we should be good. Yeah, anniversary is very close for JP, and I'm probably gonna buy like Victoria Pisa because she's just so good. She can literally do, I think she could do mile, medium, and long, and she has A on dirt and turf. So I'm probably gonna get her. I did pull on her, but we didn't get lucky at all. We did not get lucky. Yeah, okay. This is... We need to get, like, more... We need to get more wits. And our guts is, once again, super low. I just noticed that. So we might have to do, like... We might have to do one fat, like, stamina click. tune into Twitch, all Exoguri Rudolph cried
サファイアの海でも
at the state of
ルビー
Uemusume.
の大地でも
Yeah, I mean, again, it's not. I don't think it's really. It's not the Uma's fault. It's literally just the state of the game at the moment.
注目の一番人気1番
We're gonna get to a
滅
point
びることのない
where frontrunners are completely obsolete. Like they are completely obsolete. And then we march towards the era of just pure pace chaser. Everyone's a pace chaser. Everyone's a pace chaser. So get ready for that. Like right now it's semi-competitive. I think most people can be competitive. Most Umas can be competitive. But I'm trying to think. Like I think the lowest right now is probably End. And then pace is only strong because of Crystal Oguri, you know? That's really the only Uma that can run it down, like mostly pace. And then front is front right now. Like front is still in a decent position. Like we can't ignore that. Only in CM, not LOH. Yeah, no, LOH, you're basically going off front. Which is going to be funny, because then you're going to have a bunch of people that never touched a front runner in their life have to make fronts, because they have to make parents for fronts. They need to get the groundwork. They need to get, you know, Ignited Spirit Wit. They need to do all of this stuff. Like, I know I run fronts a lot, but I'm not, like, lore-wise, I am not, like, a front guy. I prefer my lates and ends, really. Okay, we kind of have to hit this for the guts. Might have to do one more. Because I know we get a certain amount of guts. As much as I want to hit wit right now, or speed.
注目の一番人気
Yeah, we did not calculate our guts very... I mean, this
滅びることのない
this
力
guts already is a lot higher compared to the other cafe that has like 900 guts. Okay, so 32 guts. Okay, so we might not hit... We probably don't have to hit guts again now.
やっぱり
Or, sorry, stamina. Yeah, we're just gonna do that for the points at this... Yeah, as much as I don't want to hit that.
加減はなし
Because now we're at max speed, or close to it. Yeah, we hit speed cap. Okay.
足に
So we're gonna hit our
翼が
guts
生えた
requirement. The last click is probably gonna either
飛
be
んでいける
just to get the power over, or probably our wit. Our wit probably has to go up, actually. We have to hit 1600 minimum. So it's definitely gonna be the wit click. It has to be.
ここは負けられない一番人気2番
Just borrow God's Sky and pray. You can make a bum front, especially just to place in top 1000 or whatever for max carrots. Yeah, probably. I mean, the problem is that these people don't have like, they probably don't even buy like front runners either at all. Like they probably don't even have them. So that's another issue, is that they just refuse to do all that. I hope I hit the 1200 requirement here. I really do hope so. Did we hit our last? Yes, we hit our last Tazuna. Okay. Okay, well, at least we're 600 wit. This might be the better cafe that we've made. The last, like, 3 cafes. So,
生えたよ
I would
どこま
say
でも
we could have hit probably a bit more stamina. But at least we're gonna get bumped. We should get bumped to the next level for stamina and for power. The guts, I think we get like 60 points on the guts. I'm hoping so, because we need to hit at least 1200, 1201.
将来滅びることのない
Daiwa,
力
Mayano, and I forget the other one that's free. Let's see. Who is it? Daiwa. I mean, Bakshin. Bakshin. But she's only a front for like sprint and mile. Good luck trying to get her for medium. I think it might be Bakshin. I'm trying to think. Because we get Halo, Agnes Digital. Sorry, not Agnes Digital. Agnes Tachyon. Okay, good. We hit the guts requirement. Whoa! Okay, we actually... Nice. This is, yeah, this is definitely our best cafe we've made. This is our literally our best cafe we've made. Just looking at the skill points, by the way. Just looking at the skill points. I am going to gloat a little bit. Oh man, it's just too bad that she's not good enough. If only I had time, I would have been able to hit. Oh, okay. I see the chart now that you posted. I've been meaning to do a thorough review of all this stuff, because I did follow the other chart and I got okay results, but granted that's only been like my 5th run. I got some people. Ooh. Nice. I just got news that the Avatar is in its 2nd work in progress. So the Avatar is on the way. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I think it's Daiwa's free. And then Mayano. Then we get a bunch of like the two. Okay, so like the 2 sprints are King Halo, Bakshin. Trying to think who else off the top of my head. Vodka is a mile. Because it's basically like just mile. We also get Gold Ship, who's long. That's our long Uma. Ticket is also winning tickets. Also our long Uma. So is Matsukane Fukutaru. Nice Nature's long. Haru is our first dirt, and then Majuro Ryan medium long. Super Creek is also medium long. Pasa is also our general, like, could do dirt as well as everything else. Air Groove is also mostly mile medium. Yeah, we don't. The only front, if you even want to say it, is Bakshin. But good luck trying to raise their aptitude all the way to at least A. Fuku was the free medium with Ryan. Okay, yeah, that's. I was just talking about like the one stars at the very least, because I know for 2 stars, the only 2-star we get right away is Daiwa. We do have the other 2 stars going to be Super Creek, Mayano, Air Groove, Pasa, Grass Wonder, and Vodka and Gold Ship. And then later on we get Matsukane Tenhauser, and then actually we're getting pretty close to Twin Turbo. So Twin Turbo is gonna. Oh, there you go. So later on, yeah, Twin Turbo is gonna be our other free, medium. Well, she could do mile, she could do medium, and then she just needs sparks for long. I think she's like long, like D or something. Okay, so Blossoming World. I think that's a Stay Gold, right? Hold on. Yeah, that's our Stay Gold alt. Barnacle. I don't think we bring. Let's see. Is this what I think it is? Hold on. Who's this? Dignified Dream. Wait, is that the? That's not Blossoming World. This is Blossoming World. Who am I looking at here? Oh, okay, my bad. I'm so dumb. I thought her thing was called something else. Okay. So we'll come back for these greens. I mean, we could take the right turns later. Okay, Professor Curvature, Corner Recovery, Like the Wind, Pace Up, Slight Detour, Last Leg, Between the Lines, Outside. Well, we'll come back. That's expensive. Inner Experience, Long Straights, Long Corners, with Sooner Strikes, Big Fan, Tale of Victory, Perfect Spot, Sorry Gotta Go. We'll come back to that because that's okay. Devil May Care, they said that was a decent skill. Rapid, Lock On the Move, Check the King, Exquisite Timing, Opening Adept is really good. Bear Passion, Chain Reaction, Step by Step, High Ambitions here. Undaunted, this one. These are just skills that you just buy, even though you don't really know what they mean right off the bat. Essence of Stamina, that's gotta buy that. Okay, so we can probably double circle some of these, but we can also, I'm not sure if I want to go with Full Throttle. I feel like that's kind of useless. And then we can buy these ones as well. Wow, even with 9,000 points, we still can't afford everything, sadly. But we'll definitely double circle these, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. It's rough. That was the Tennis Show Autumn race right there. We could have double circled that. Is there anything that costs 52? I doubt it. That's 60, 144. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see what this cafe gives us. We have, so my logic here is we're gonna have so much stamina due to our ults. This ult counts as a recovery, and we have multiple recoveries. So yeah, let's see what happens here. Let's hopefully we get a decent cafe. Like, this is our best cafe. Okay, so we upgrade these, and then you know what? I feel like we just need to do these ones. Like, we've been doing the recovery and Sorry Gotta Go, but I'm just gonna keep this one at least. We'll see, because I know this one adds. I know this adds to, like, just the recovery here. I kind of don't want to buy it only because we have so much stamina, and then we have like a bunch of golds too. So I wanted to buy, like, I don't know. Well, you know what? We'll just go with this. We'll go with the attack rather than the defense. And we'll just pray that it wins, because I'm done with this cafe. I think this is probably our best cafe. There's probably somebody watching this saying, "What are you doing?" But it's like, I don't know. Stat wise, it's been our best so far. Yeah, US 5. Like, this is literally our best cafe. Yeah, I'll keep this. Yeah, this is complete a career. Yeah, we skipped out on a few races, but yeah, this... I'm hoping this does something. I'm really hoping this does something. So let's go ahead and replace our other cafe with this one. This is very RNG.
このまま二人優しい闇にたゆたって
So we'll go ahead and we're gonna take a little break here. I'm just gonna start the run. But I need to go make the dinner before it gets later. So I'm still deciding, like, who do I bring to stay gold? She's just not doing it for us. That's my main concern here. She can obviously win. I've seen other stay golds win. But like, who else can I even do? You know, win variation? Like, I mean, she's an end closer, but I feel like she's still not that strong. So it's kind of literally that's our only choices. You know, and then we have Sakura Laurel, but unfortunately all the I've seen her, but I haven't really seen her win. I've seen her classic skin win, not this alternative. If I had classic, I definitely would have ran her, but I don't have that. Oh, before I forget, because that'll be an absolute tragedy if we don't replace this cafe. CM reverse luck, the lowest winning Uma pulls it. Yeah, I mean, I that is true. I did lose a Group B CM to an Uma who literally only won one race. And I bet the other guy was just as upset about it besides me. I just closed the application. I was done for that day. Okay, so we have a US 5. I'm probably gonna remake the Cheval Grand. Or I probably need to focus on State Gold. State Gold has had it literally has the worst winning record out of everybody. Nice, I hit US 5. It's 300 carats right there. Yeah, there's no other option really, sadly. Like if we had let's see, like distance wise, all our long Umas are just not that good. Like we have Cafe, and then this is mostly for Inherited. This is, we're already using her. Again, no one really uses this one. I've only seen like one or two, and they often get blasted. So the Chronogenesis is a really interesting one, only because like it's medium, right? Like a lot of the skills are medium, and yet I've seen her like do it. So in a medium and long races, the duration, the skill, and all evolved skills trigger afterwards. Okay, so that's why people are bringing her. Huh. So do I drop Stay Gold and bring Chronogenesis? And I run Chronogenesis with Cheval Grand? And we just leave Cafe on her own? I mean, there's gonna be late surgers. Like, we've seen, like, most lobbies have at least 2 to 3 other late surgers. It's just the issue here now is that there's going to be a lot of pace chasers, which causes other issues. Yeah. So you know what? We'll do Chronogenesis. We'll just roll the dice and see what happens at this point.
歴
Like,
史を作ります
as much as I want to continue to use Stay Gold, I mean, it's just she's not doing it. And maybe I'm just billing her wrong or something. Maybe it's just I don't know. She's just not doing it. So let's just go with Chrono. Well, what did it say? Oh, it's because it thinks it's betweeners. What is it?
クロノジェネシスです
Oh, I don't know how to change that. Hold on. Training guide. Leader. There you go. Okay. So we'll start the run,
歴
and
史を
then
作ります
we'll. Okay, it still says betweener, but whatever. Okay, so let's change that out because obviously that's not for us. We will. I think the skills here, if it, why is it not showing? All right, whatever. So we want to bring Special Week again, right? And then we're gonna bring our. We have a Tachyon. I think it's. I'm kind of feeling we do bring the power one, even though. Even though other people have been bringing like stamina, but like any other, it just feels like other people just bring in other sparks and it just wins. Yeah, I'll just keep this. I'll just keep it speed all the way. Okay, so this is the one run for our pace chasers that we have like glued because we don't hit hop, step, lock on. So we definitely need to hit that because pace, of course, uses like the most stamina. If we can hit hop, step, and lock on as well as our 2 gold recoveries, then we're in a decent position. However, that determines everything. So unfortunately, for this one specifically, I'm trying to think here. I am trying to think here. Let's see. So I do have a 10% speed growth. I am actually going to replace the Teo, and it might be a little controversial. Only because I do need multiple gold recoveries, and like I said, I can hear somebody screaming like, "Don't do it! Don't do it!" Yeah, so we do have some. Okay. So I'm gonna bring Kern Bukador, and we'll see how the run goes. Because at the very least, we'll have 2 gold recoveries. We'll have Swinging Maestro, and then we'll have Dodo's. What, I can't speak Japanese very well, so I'm not even gonna like attempt to pronounce that. So we'll do this weird like hybrid deck. We've seen it before. We have the speed sparks, so I doubt we'll have that much trouble when it comes to speed. The only issue that I can see is that we're gonna have a bit of a harder time hitting power. So we're just gonna throw the dice and see where it lands. And we'll be back. You know, we'll be back in like a good 30 to 45 minutes. We're gonna make our dinner and eats, and then we'll be right back. So we'll start the run here. I don't want to leave you guys with anything on the screen, just in case we get hit with the copyright for music and such. But we'll see. Let's see. We'll come back and we'll finish this run, and then we'll attempt another Cheval Grand run. We'll attempt another one. But I think Cheval Grand is in a more better spot than other pace chasers, only because her ult is a recovery. So we'll see. We'll see right now. We'll see right now. So let's just continue on this. I'll also look up her if she has a secret like event or stuff, which I'm sure she does. Also, it just depends because we do have to do.
トレーナーさんも一緒に
It seems we are gonna have to do more races. No, actually not as many.
二人とも怪我など
Okay.
ないように
All right. Like I said, we'll be right back. Give me like 45 minutes or so. But we'll be right back. We'll be right back.
私のトレーニング時計をもと
And
に
then
レース予想している方も
yeah, I'm just doing auto runs on
Sorry,
global
Sean,
right
yeah.
now, so that's probably what I'll switch off to just to switch it off. But we will be back. Like I said, 45 minutes. Give me 45 to an hour.
ジェネシ
I
ス
need
メ
to
ソッド
cook
は
and then I need
随時
to
更新中
clean.
です毎日走る中でも発見がありますから
Alright. I will see you guys in a bit.